Hello, so today I would like to discuss about the smart factory in a fashion bag manufacturing. So first of all, I am Rebelin E. Magno and I will discuss about smart factory. Okay, so first, what is the smart factory? So a smart factory is a concept deriving from industrial Internet of Things that envisages a production environment as a fully automatized and intelligent network of systems that enables facilities, machines, and logistics chains within the manufacturing plant to be managed without human intervention. So actually, right now, there are so many manufacturing industries, and right now I am more involved in a fashion bag manufacturing. So before, we are actually totally everything is in a paper or manually recorded. And right now, we are actually working on making our factory a smart factory one. So later on, I will discuss further what is a smart factory, and then we'll see what is the importance and the benefits of this. Okay, so first, we have disadvantages and benefits of a smart factory. So if we have this smart factory, we can have a real-time production monitoring, which is very important to all the main personnel in a factory. Let's say the top management, the production managers, and any other people that are involved in production things. And full visibility of assets. So this is very important, especially to the top management, wherein they are able to see all the status in production. And then we have data collection analysis. So it is very important that we have data wherein we can use to analyze things and to make decision making right away. And next is production flexibility. So we all know that in everyday basis, there are so many things going on in the factory. And it's very important that your production will be flexible enough to have these changes or to overcome the challenges that may occur. Okay, so creating a dynamic production environment by application of both automation and intelligence improves reliability, effectiveness, and safety while reducing operation and downtime costs. So this actually is very important, especially right now we are in a pandemic situation. Everything is a new challenge to all. So since we are now in a new normal, they say, it is very important that we adopt what is necessary or what is actually needed in order to reach or to be able to adapt in the new normal. Okay, so smart factory in a fashion bag manufacturing. So later on, I will share to you what are the processes in a fashion bag. But for a smart factory, we are actually focusing on smart warehousing, production link or KPI dashboard, and mechanic link. So these things are actually very important and a big help in the factory wherein we are saving a lot of cost and also saving a lot of time. And it's a real-time based information or data, which is actually a big help, especially to the top management or to the departments that needs to have decision making right away or a quick decision making. Okay, so let's start first with smart warehousing. So smart warehousing as a concept or a smart factory, it is a process of automating the movement of inventory into, within, and out of warehouses to customers with minimal human assistance. So actually, having the warehouse being like digitalization. So this is the goal of the smart factory, to have a real time information and accurate and reliable data. So in warehousing, so the goal is to reduce the human effort, wherein everything will be easy access in the system. Is the production link or KPI dashboard. So this production link or the KPI dashboard is actually helps to improve or make a higher production rates and increase productivity, more efficient use of materials, better product quality, improved safety, shorter work weeks for labor, and reduce factory lead time. So actually, we all know that money is the most important thing in production, and that is how the factory goes around. Industrial engineering main job is actually to reduce all the costs being used in the factory. So if we have this production link or KPI dashboard, we can easily see where are the problems, what are the problems, and what things we should do, or which one we should focus first or we should prioritize. So in a fashion bag, we have this cutting, preparation, assembly, and packing processes or groups. So these are the main operations that we need to focus all the time. If we are using a manual records wherein you need to go to cutting, you need to go to preparation, you need to go to assembly just to see what is their actual status, is actually time consuming already. But if we have this production link or KPI dashboard in just one click, you can easily know or you can easily see what is going on. And then by that time, at that moment, you can make a decision right away. So that is the importance of, or that is the benefit of having a production link or a KPI dashboard. Next is the mechanic link. So we all know that in all factory, or mostly in all factory, we are using machines. Machines are the ones making the production flow smoothly, or almost making the production run. So if we have high downtime time, it is actually a waste of money, waste of time, waste of effort, waste of energy, waste of most everything. So if we have this mechanic link, all the mechanics will be easily alerted. So the purpose of this is to have or to inform or to alert the mechanic that there is some machine down and they need to take action. So actually the goal of this is to let the mechanic know ahead of time what he should prepare, what he needs to do, and which area or where area he needs to take action. So before being a smart factory, this is our status. So we have inaccurate data wherein each department has different record. So I think most of the factories have this problem. Like in PMC or planning department, they have different data. In merchandising department, different as well. In IE department, it's totally different. So we are having difficulty which one we really need to rely on. And the next is unable to capture quickly the production status. So we need to wait until the afternoon or until all the supervisors or all the leaders pass their reports and bring to the production manager's office just to see what is the production output or how many we already finished, which lines we need to cut the overtime or whatsoever. And next is miscommunication between different departments. So since we are having inaccurate data, so there are lots of miscommunication with the departments. Next is paper and ink, huge consumption. So since we are doing the reports manually, so we are using lots of paper and then using lots of ink. So at this at this time of pandemic, it's actually a big thing to save or to reduce the using of paper and ink. And next is delay on response. So if you are not having the information at a real-time basis, so your response or the decision making that the management will make will be on delay as well. So next is being a smart factory. So what is happening if you are having this smart factory? So let's start first with smart warehousing. So in smart warehousing, we will have or we are having a dashboard wherein it will show what are the needed and priority materials. So the concept will be there will be a dashboard or a monitor in the warehouse, and the people or the warehouse staff that is concerned or um, in charge of issuing and delivering of materials will just take a look at that dashboard to know which materials he needs to issue and which one he needs to prioritize. Unlike before, they need to pass the paper and then check in the paper manually. So they need to wait for the person to come to the warehouse just to know and just to see which materials they need to issue. And then in line with this, a table will show that where the materials are located to minimize the time that they will consume in finding or looking for the materials. And of course, having this dashboard, we will have an accurate record wherein the actual and system are the same. In production link, so it's a dashboard that will show the actual and current status of production. So this production link is accessible by the top management, the supervisors or the leaders, and other department heads to see what is going on in the production. And by this, it is a thing or the top management will realize which group has the least performance and which group they need to focus on. And most importantly, it will be easier for them to take an immediate action by the supervisors or leaders or any top management or department heads. And having this quick immediate action is a quick decision making by the top management. And for mechanic link, a dashboard will show which machines are down. So it is very useful to know which machines they need to look after or they need to fix and to take an immediate action and corrective action plan right away. And of course, if we can save time, our non-production time will be reduced as well. Okay, so above all, the concept of smart factory is very simple. It is actually a big benefit or advantage for the top management. Um, on the other hand, it is actually a big investment as well because we will be needing to purchase or to install some gadgets or devices in order to capture this data in real time. So if we will look at it in the long term, so it is actually a good thing because it's a big help to the company or factory in the big picture, in a bigger picture. If we will just take a look at this, it as an additional cost or an investment that has a long term, um, how can I say, a long term effect. So it's actually not the thing. The important of this smart factory is to see how can we improve or innovate our production. So it is actually important to um, to adapt with the changes and to adapt with the trends. So as a bottom line, so the smart factory solution is dedicated to manufacturers who would like to leverage the potential of their resources, staff, skills, and time to achieve competitive advantages. So, um, by this, it is also through the taking of the idea of Factory 4.0 and bringing it to life requires investment, effort, and strategy. So, as mentioned earlier, so the top management needs to invest on like devices or gadgets or trainings that is needed to have this smart factory. But in the long run, as I mentioned earlier, given all the advantages that a fully automated and intelligent plant may have, the impact of a well implemented smart factory solution should grant investment paybacks and put its early adopters at the forefront of the Factory 4.0 revolution. Okay, so let me show you some of videos wherein you can have a clearer idea how this um, smart factory run.
Do you own a manufacturing plant or do you manage a manufacturing plant? Do you face some production problems and look for a simple and effective solution for them? Do you want to adapt your plant to Industry 4.0 for less production cost, better quality products, shorter production cycles, more efficiency at every production level? If you do, let's hear Steve's story. He used to manage factory trouble. There were a lot of problems in factory trouble, causing disruptions on production line, delayed delivery, therefore causing unnecessary expenses. What kinds of problems were these? Steve could not monitor the production line. Were the machines in production now, or were they in standby? Was the production completed or needed to be in progress? How much time is required for a job order? Steve didn't know these issues exactly and couldn't get accurate data from the documents. There was no notification when a machine stopped working frequently or when a breakdown occurred during the production. It took some time until the problem was noticed. So machine and equipment efficiency could not be estimated. Steve couldn't estimate his employees' efficiency. He didn't know whether they worked efficiently during their shifts or they were causing disruptions. He didn't even know if their breaks took longer than it should be. There was no real-time data for stock movements. Sometimes this could result in a total mess. One day, Steve met Meta Smart Factory. They presented to him one single, efficient, and the smartest solution to overcome these problems. Steve accepted immediately. Their team set and installed their products to every machine, and they installed their application to Steve's computer and Steve's phone. Now, Steve can monitor all production flow from his computer. He can plan job orders. He can manage all production processes accurately. He can even follow these using his mobile phone when he's at home or when he's on vacation. When a machine breaks down, Steve and his maintenance team get notified immediately. Following that, the team can respond to the failure by arranging a repair process. Steve knows when the machine starts working. Now, there is no more mess in warehouses. How many products or supplies are there in warehouses? How many of them will be transferred? All stock transfers can be monitored and managed by batch management of Meta applications. Every break of employees are recorded to the system. After a workday, or at the end of the week, or after a month, the efficiency of employees can be analyzed by a request. A report attached to a graph is generated, so Steve can interpret his employees' efficiency. In addition to this report, Steve can analyze his manufacturing workstations, machine status on those workstations, production orders, overall equipment effectiveness, and more. In this way, Steve can get a lot of estimations about the delivery, costs, and also he can decide maintenance times of machines to increase productivity. Steve solved his production problems with the best solution of Meta Smart Factory. Factory trouble turned into factory ever active. The productivity and profit of Steve's plant increased significantly, and Steve got the edge over his competitors. Well, what is Meta Smart Factory? It is an intelligent manufacturing management and execution system, making use of industrial Internet of Things to communicate with machines using the Internet, cloud computing to keep all data securely in cloud, real-time big data stream processing, data warehouse, and machine learning to analyze big data in cloud to generate meaningful visualizations, and lastly, Sap ERP integration to manage all production flow using Sap ERP modules. It is an all-in-one solution, which is the combination of hardware of Meta Industrial Panel and software of Meta Web and mobile applications. Meta Industrial Panel helps to take data from machines to count the products which is produced and to display the state of machine, the job order, the employee for that job order, and a lot of other useful data. Meta Web and mobile applications, on the other hand, help to monitor and manage production at every level from planning to delivery everywhere using the Internet. Meta Smart Factory, as Steve do, provides shorter production cycles, better quality of products, much more productivity, easy management of stocks, on-time delivery to customers, which altogether improves overall efficiency, reduces costs, and so increases profit. With an affordable cost, Meta Smart Factory brings the best and smartest solution to your manufacturing plant. For more information, visit us at www.
The demands of global competition in manufacturing have rapidly increased in the last 5 years. Smart Factory's data acquisition system is at the forefront of Industry 4.0 technologies and will empower your business to meet and exceed the challenges of the modern market. We deliver easily installed wireless data acquisition systems that can be operational within hours, limiting the need for costly revalidation. Our smart digital display technology will help identify hidden losses in any production process, reduce planned and unplanned downtime, and minimize changeover and maintenance time. Losses are highlighted in real time. We capture, analyze, and visualize key performance indicators from your manufacturing floor using cutting-edge sensor technology. This data dynamically translates into actionable intelligence across any organization, driving productivity and maximizing output. We regularly help to achieve productivity increases of over 10%. Digitize the daily management process and eliminate printing paper reports. Present real-time KPI dashboards to motivate staff and drive productivity. Analyze video clips of the lead-up to downtime events with our LineSpecs Downtime Viewer. Our solutions are built on the industry-proven technologies of Siemens and Turk Banner. Data acquisition and analytic services combined with data visualization software PADS 4 deliver state-of-the-art solutions to collect, connect, and distribute your data. Welcome to Smart Factory, efficiency through innovation.
Those are some of the videos from YouTube wherein you can have a more clear idea or a bigger concept how a smart factory is running. So here are the references that I used in this presentation, and I would like to thank you for watching the video or for listening to this presentation, and um, thank you and stay safe.